My name is Mary Campagnano. I'm the president of Beaux Arts, which is an auxiliary group that fundraises for NSU Art Museum. Our focus is on Museum on the Move, which is programming to bring children to the museum. I'm additionally a board member here at NSU Art Museum as well. The museum, to me, is integral professionally and personally. Professionally, I first came to the museum seeking relationships in business, maybe even business development, and quickly found that it's a place very welcoming to myself, both professionally as well as my family. It is absolutely a connector. So the role that the museum has in the community is connecting people politically, professionally, and personally. So I know that I can come to the museum and connect the dots. Oh wait, who do you know from work? Who do you know from the neighborhood? And how can we lift up our community that we live in together to make it better? For sure, the museum is an integral part of the booming of Fort Lauderdale because it's an opportunity for some of our headquartered businesses to play a big part, supporting not just the museum's collaboration with the community, but perpetuating their own reputation as supporters of arts and culture. For those persons considering getting involved in the museum, I would say it's all right to have multiple reasons. Maybe it's just for fun to check it out. Maybe it's out of curiosity, right? Because there are a lot of fantastic artists that come through very specifically to Fort Lauderdale that are missed other places. That gets you a chance to educate yourself. Maybe it's pop culture, names that you hear on the news or in various circles or reading. So it's a good place to educate yourself what everyone's talking about. But it's okay to come to the museum as well for professional reasons, right? To connect yourself with some of the big companies that support the community we live and work and play in, Fort Lauderdale. So I think that there are multiple reasons to come and be active at the museum, both personal and professional. So my personal reason to get involved in Beaux Arts was, one, it is a women-run and all-women organization that I felt as a group we could collectively make a difference. Many of us are working, many of us are moms. All of us have a collective interest in the arts, some small and some big, some art collectors, and others of us are just kind of curious. What are the names that we're hearing about, the exhibitions coming through? So my personal interest in leading and being an active part of Beaux Arts was to make a difference in my community in a way that was fulfilling for me as well, personally and professionally. My most memorable moment at NSU Art Museum was an exhibition opening. As a member, you get early invitations to the celebratory exhibition openings. And I remember when I received it, I thought, I'm just new to the area, new to the museum as a member, but I will check it out. So it was significantly memorable because it was so happening. There was music and lots of people talking and moving around the museum. There was a cocktail area. And I thought, I wish more people could experience the museum in this way, active and happening, because sometimes the reputation of it's a pensive location and quiet is absolutely not the fact. Yes, there are many days where you can come and walk around the museum and in solitude understand the paintings, the sculpture, the art, but there's also lots of opportunities for socializing and to feel the activity and the energy and discussing the exhibits with other people that are also interested. So that was a turning point to understand that museums don't always have to be a quiet place, that they have lots going on here at NSU Art Museum. As a member, I thoroughly enjoy the benefits of NSU Art Museum because I received early introductions to what the exhibits are and early invitations to the events that happen, as well as access to artists specifically that come and talk about their art, in addition to lots of activities and programming geared both to adults and also to children. We try to take advantage of at least one a month to come and visit the museum. So NSU Art Museum has a special place in Beaux-Arts heart because their starry nights and sunny days are free access days and nights. And Beaux-Arts utilizes the Starry Night event to invite members not only to tour the museum and experience it in the evening after hours, but also to get to know our funding arm as well, and potentially join as a member to help us get behind Museum on the Move. But Starry Nights is so fun. It's very happening. There's cocktails. It's easy after work to park and hop in and out. So Starry Nights has a special place in my heart as well as the organization. Museum on the Move is integral to Beaux-Arts and NSU Art Museum because it provides access for local Broward children to the museum, either via field trip or organized activities. And these are often children that typically wouldn't have a field trip to an art museum on their academic calendar. And it absolutely opens the eyes of these children to not only the fun of a museum environment, but potential professional roles down the road, right? And supporting the arts personally or pursuing jobs and careers in the arts that maybe weren't on their radar previously. I feel that the arts are an integral part of an entire student's academics, right? It's the emotional side as well as the academic side and the creative side. And this is a safe place to come for students of all ages as well as adults to exercise those avenues.